Imagine checking your voicemail and hearing your own voice, but it's not a friendly message. It's a frantic scream. Run! And the timestamp? Tomorrow night. What would you do? Panic? Call the police? Or maybe you just laugh it off as a prank. But what if it's not? What if it's a warning from your future self? You start to replay the message, your heart racing. You can almost feel the urgency in your own voice. You think back to the last few days. Did you notice anything strange? A shadowy figure? A feeling of being watched? You can't shake the feeling that something is coming. You have one night to figure it out. Do you stay put and wait for whatever is out there? Or do you take the risk and run? The clock is ticking. What would you choose? Let me know in the comments. Would you trust your own voice or ignore it? This could change everything. What if your birthday cake had a secret message? Sarah just blew out her candles, and in that moment, everything changed. The lights flicker and go dark. Silence fills the room. Then, one by one, the candles reignite, illuminating a shocking phrase. One more year. Confusion spreads across the faces of her friends. Is this a joke? A prank? But as the glow of the candles reveals Sarah's expression, it's clear this is no ordinary birthday. This year, she's not just celebrating another trip around the sun. She's embracing the unexpected, the unknown, and the magic of life itself. What does one more year mean for her? Is it a reminder to cherish every moment, a call to adventure, or perhaps a challenge to live boldly? As the candles flicker, so do the possibilities. What would you do with one more year? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's celebrate life together, one candle at a time. What if I told you that a single photo could change everything? Mark was just developing his latest shots when he stumbled upon something that made his heart race. One print caught his eye. It was a picture of his own bedroom. But it wasn't just any photo. In the dim light, a shadowy figure loomed over his bed, and behind it, the door was slowly creaking open. Mark's mind raced. Was this a trick of the light? A figment of his imagination? He felt a chill run down his spine as he recalled the late nights spent alone, the whispers he thought were just the wind. He zoomed in on the figure, trying to make sense of it. Was it a friend playing a prank, or something far more sinister? The more he stared, the more he felt a presence, as if the figure was watching him right back. In that moment, Mark realized he wasn't just looking at a photo. He was staring into a mystery that could unravel his reality. What would you do if you found something like this? Would you confront it or run away? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't see until it's too late. Have you ever heard something that made your heart stop? Imagine this. A couple hears a baby crying through the monitor. Panic sets in as they rush to the nursery, adrenaline pumping. But when they arrive, their baby is sound asleep, peaceful and unaware. Confused, they look at each other, wondering where the crying is coming from. The monitor continues to emit those heart-wrenching sounds echoing through the room. They check the settings, but everything seems normal. Then it hits them. This isn't their baby. It's a glitch, a haunting echo from another home, another baby. In that moment, they realize they're not alone. The monitor has picked up a signal from somewhere else, a reminder of the fragility of life and the unexpected connections we share. What would you do in their shoes? Would you stay and listen or turn it off? Share your thoughts below and let's talk about the mysteries of technology and parenting. Pounding. What if this is a warning or a call for help? She knows she has to find out. What would you do in her shoes? Would you investigate or run away? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the scariest mysteries are the ones we face in our own homes. Have you ever looked at a family photo and felt something was off? Tonight, Sam stares at a picture on the wall, a moment frozen in time, but wait, there's someone new in the frame. A man with no face. Just a shadow lurking behind the smiles of his loved ones. What does it mean? Is it a trick of the light or something more sinister? Sam's heart races as he recalls the stories of the past, ghosts of family secrets, whispers of the unknown. He remembers the tales his grandmother told him about the family curse, how every generation had to confront their fears. Could this faceless figure be a warning? A reminder that some memories are better left untouched? As he leans closer, the air grows colder, and the room feels heavier. Sam realizes this isn't just a photo. It's a portal to the past, a challenge to face what's been hidden. What would you do if you found a stranger in your memories? Would you confront them or turn away? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the scariest truths are the ones we refuse to see. Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Eric did. Walking home one night, he spotted a man in a white mask standing eerily under a flickering streetlight. It was unsettling, but he brushed it off as a trick of the light. But then he blinked. Suddenly the man was closer. Heart racing, Eric blinked again, closer still. Panic surged through him as the masked figure seemed to defy the laws of distance. Each blink brought the mask nearer, until it was right in front of him, cold and unyielding. Eric's mind raced. Who was this man? What did he want? Just as he opened his mouth to scream, the figure lifted a finger to his lips, silencing him. In that moment, Eric realized this was no ordinary encounter. It was a warning, a message from the shadows. What would you do if you found yourself in Eric's shoes? Share your thoughts below and let's dive into the mystery together. Imagine this. You're cozy on the couch, binge-watching your favorite show, when suddenly your phone rings. You pick it up and a chilling whisper says, "I'm upstairs." You chuckle, thinking it's a prank. After all, you live in a one-floor house. But then you hear it. Footsteps. Above you. Your heart races. You glance around, half expecting to see a friend hiding. But the room is empty. The footsteps grow louder, echoing in the silence. You tell yourself it's just your imagination, but deep down you know something feels off. You grab your phone, ready to call for help. But the whisper returns, "I'm closer than you think." Panic sets in. What do? Do you investigate or run? Comment below what you would choose. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't see. Imagine waking up at 3:15 a.m. to an alarm you never set. Confused, you glance at your phone and see a chilling message. Check the closet. Your heart races. You sit up, the scratching sound growing louder, echoing in the silence of the night. What could it be? A raccoon? A lost cat? Or something far more sinister? You hesitate, every instinct screaming to run. But curiosity pulls you closer. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, the cold floor sending shivers up your spine. The scratching intensifies, a desperate plea for attention. You take a deep breath, your hand trembling as you reach for the closet door. What if it's nothing? What if it's everything? You pull the door open, and darkness spills out. Your heart pounds in your chest. What do you find? A forgotten memory? A hidden secret? Or something that changes everything? What would you do in that moment? Share your thoughts below and let's unravel this mystery together. You think you're safe at home? Think again. Mia sits alone in her living room, the silence wrapping around her like a blanket. Suddenly, she hears the unmistakable sound of her front door unlocking. Her heart races. She lives alone. Who could it be? The footsteps echo down the hall, each step sending chills down her spine. She glances at her phone, praying for a distraction. But instead, a message pops up. "Hide. Don't let me find you." Panic surges through her. She knows she has to act fast. Where can she go? The closet? Under the bed? Every option feels like a trap. The footsteps grow louder, closer. She can't breathe. What would you do in her shoes? Would you hide or confront the unknown? Comment below with your choice. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we let in. Stay safe out there.